What do you think about this confidence dip that we get when we move from being an expert to becoming a leader? And this happens more than I've seen over the course of the 30 odd years we've been doing it. What happens is, could be a salesman, great salesman, make him a sales manager. Great planner on a project, make him a planning manager, the head of planning. Great engineer, make them a senior engineer in charge of a team. It happens time and time again. So what happens is, we become really good technically at the skill we've got, whether it's sales, whether it's engineering, whether it's whatever it is. We're good at it, and we get recognised being good at it, and we get made into a leader. Confidence is high as anything when we're the expert. We know our stuff, we've practiced it for years, we're really good at it. So I can do a task, give me it, get it done in record time, get it done at high quality, get it done to a high standard. All of a sudden I'm recognised for that and I'm made into a leader. And I think it's going to be similar. But all of a sudden, I'm looking after people. And what I desperately want to do, where I'm validated, is my expert knowledge. So I want to lean into that. And as I lean into my expert knowledge, what I end up doing is I do more of the work. I spend more times in the spreadsheets, I spend more times with customers, whatever it is I'm doing, and less time actually doing the job I'm there to do, which is lead people. Because you're an expert, what you've been promoted to do is lead people, but to share what you know, to equip them with the same skills that you've got, to the same standard you've got. I remember when I took up presenting as a trainer, I remember doing my first ever train the trainer to the larger team that we managed. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm going to tell them everything. They'll be as good as me, and what happens to me? Do I still have a job? And when I finished the workshop, I could see this thing. I saw this thing that they were starting their journey as presenters, as trainers. I'd been doing it for 5 years then. So they were never going to catch me up, as long as I'd done two things. One is always reflect on what I'd done, and two is learn from it. If I continued to do that, as I had for the previous 5 years, I would continually be adding my skills, and they'd continually be in catch up with me. So part of the fear is we think, oh my God, what's going to happen to my job? I don't have a job. Forget that one. Next, the big thing you got to do for them is give them clarity and expectations. Set the expectations clear. Don't think they're mind readers. You got to tell them what you expect from them. Next thing, delegate. Most painful thing you're going to do. Delegate, oh my God, it'll take me 3 hours to do that. It'll take them a week. You got to bite the bullet. It's going to be painful. You're going to get behind. You're going to drop some balls and maybe not meet the high standard you want. But you got to go through that short-term pain to get the long-term gain of a really function. Think about it. You're one expert. Imagine you get a team of 6, 7, 10, whatever it is, operating at the same level that you did. You'd be absolutely rocking it. What a team that would be. But you've got to take the time and invest in it. And you wobble a bit because you think, oh, I'm not getting anything done. You wobble, so you dip back into it. Stop dipping back into it. Number one, make sure that you know your folks. Make sure you know their capability. Make sure you're talking to them. Make sure you're engaging with them. Make sure it's clear what you're asking them. Make sure they get feedback. Get them feedback on how they're doing. Think about your feedback in advance. You're not going to be talking about their personalities. You're going to be talking about the work that they've done. That's what you're feeding back on. Not them as you took too long or whatever. It's like you're going to feed back on the timescale was at, tell me what happened. More questions than answers. I guess final thought for you is, I remember being an expert, I had to have all the answers. That was what was expected of me, which is fair. As a leader, I felt I had to have all the answers as well. And then again, it took me a couple of years to realise I didn't. I had a team that had the answers. I had time to think about it because I'd created it. I'd gone through the pain barrier. So what we got to do is we got to make sure we're not trying to answer everything. The folks know. In there, they'll know something about how they get started, just like you did. So use your questions wisely and use your ears. Listen to them. So let's sum this all up. You were an expert, you're now a leader. Biggest thing you can do is realise it's going to be a journey. Oh man, 3 months, 6 months, a year. It could be that long. It depends how good you are at becoming the leader. The longer you take, the more you fight against it. It's going to take you a year to get this transition. Some people never do it. They end up going back to being an expert. So what you're looking to do is, in that period, make sure you're very, very clear. Make sure you're giving feedback, clearing your expectations. Make sure you're giving feedback. And at the end of it, make sure that you're delegating to folks and that you're upskilling them. The leader, think about the 3 things you as a leader is meant to do. Number 1 is achieve the task. That's your number 1. Number 2 is build and maintain the team that delivers the task. And number 3 is develop the individuals. The only way we'll do that is by being leaders, not experts.